KBB readers. It's Chelsea Butler, Executive Editor of Kitchen and Bath Business Magazine. And today I am with Dannielle Karr, who is Director of Marketing for Control4, as well as Jeff Thomas, who's the Vice President of Product for Control4. And as you all know, Control4 is a home automation and smart home control brand. Thank you two for being here today.
Oh, glad to be here.
So excited.
So for those people who still don't get it, Jeff, can you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about what smart lighting is?
Sure. Smart tends to be a word that we tack onto a lot of different products, and it usually means they're connected. And what does that mean? What more can we do with a connected product? When we think of lighting, when we think of connecting a light switch, well, that means we can now control it with an app. We can control it with a control system. You know, there are other things we now can do with our lighting. It's the magic between what I touch on the wall or on my phone or touch screen on the wall and the light fixture. We're making this interaction now smart. And with the technology advancements that we've seen over the last several years, we now have, you know, more options in lighting. We have color lighting, we have tunable white lighting. This can be used really well in task lighting and accent lighting, and really to create beautiful lighting. Tunable white is being used more, RGB lighting is being used more. And what this means is now there's more light fixtures, more lighting that is being added to rooms and homes. And for example, I can look at a kitchen where I might have had some cans on the ceiling and some pendants in a kitchen. That's two light switches on the wall. Now I might have over cabinet lighting and under cabinet lighting and toe kick lighting. I might have an accent light as well as some pendant lights. So you can quickly see how all of a sudden I have 5 or 6 light switches and I need a place to be able to control all those. Well, I don't want 5 light switches on a wall in my kitchen. I now have beautiful lighting, but I want to keep my walls beautiful also. And so how do I do this? Well, smart lighting now, and it can enable you to simplify that, can now give you keypads that simplify that lighting control, where I can walk in that room now and I don't have to worry about turning all those lights on individually. I can press one button and set the lights, each of those individual lights, perfectly to what I want for that task or that environment or that situation.
So Dannielle, it definitely sounds like smart lighting goes above and beyond what a designer would use in a typical lighting plan. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Absolutely. Something when I'm talking with a lot of interior designers about smart lighting and smart home automation, they start realizing this isn't your average lighting design. And that's where I think this next generation of lighting design is starting to emerge with smart lighting, and thinking, like Jeff said, not only about the aesthetics of the lighting in the room, but how the lighting can tie in with things such as music or automation or security to create not only a one room environment, you know, you hit a button and something happens, but multiple room environments where a single room is performing different functions in a really easy and accessible way.
Great. So Jeff, can you tell us a little bit about some of the enhancements for smart home lighting projects?
Smart lighting can bring some very basic things that add a nice touch. I mean, we can even look at dimming. Adding dimming to lights makes it really nice in a room where I can dim to a different level. It seems pretty straightforward, pretty simple, but you know, once I add smart lighting, I have dimming. And what that also allows me to do is set different preset levels. And again, all these things can be done really simply. So the homeowner just touches a button and everything else is magic behind that. So I can set different preset levels based on the time of day. I can set the tunable white color, the color temperature in the room based on the press of a button, or use different colors for accents. I can use timers. For example, if you don't want the bathroom light to be left on all the time. So I might put a timer on a bathroom light or a bathroom fan, for example. I talked about the kitchen example with all the different lights in the kitchen, and it creates a really beautiful environment. You can really create some very nice lighting in a kitchen in that example that I use. But how do I control all that? I create scenes. So I can now create scenes and I set all those different lights at different levels. So those are all normal parts of of lighting control that you can consider when you put a smart lighting system in the home. But now you can integrate everything else. I can have a good night button that basically shuts the house down, that sets my security system. It turns on the porch lights. It shuts off all the lights that don't need to be on in the home. And it can do various other things like lock the doors, make sure the garage doors are closed, all those things, so that when you go to bed, you press one button, you know everything's set for the home. I can set different environments. For example, if I have a dining or an entertain situation, I can press my dining or entertain button. I can have music start. I can set all the lights to the right level. I can do all these types of things. I can have a movie mode where I press that button, my projector turns on, and I'm all set with the light level. I may have the fireplace turn on in some situations. I can have a button that turns on my favorite Pandora station. All these types of things. You can imagine all these things connected to a smart home. You can integrate them all and have them easily controlled just by the push of the button on the wall, or easily controlled through a mobile application. All of these things are easy to imagine, integrating everything. And they're great examples of this. If people are interested in looking at some of the options, you can see these at one of our showrooms, and you see some examples of how you can integrate all kinds of different smart home devices into your system, into your home.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of awesome options for peace of mind and ease of use and all that good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So a question we get a lot from our designers is, and you spoke to that this is definitely outside of the normal scope of a regular lighting project. What is the benefit of a designer working with a professional integrator when it comes to smart lighting?
Yeah, that is a really great question, Chelsea. And I want to take a step back for anyone who doesn't know what an integrator is, because we get asked that sometimes. An integrator is a professional smart home person. So you can find them by searching online, control4.com. You can go and find one in your local area. And by bringing them into a project early, even before any ground is broken on a project, that early, what they can do is start offering solutions that technology can help ease around wellness, around accessibility, around sustainability. Lighting exactly is one of those, around environment, lifestyle in the home. They can offer technology suggestions that will make your project look better and function better and create that magic that automation is known to do in a way that isn't added on and thrown in afterwards. It feels like it's part of the home, and it's the home functioning this way. And that's what you really need to bring an integrator in on early. They're not someone that can come in and slap it up afterwards and really get that desired experience. So that's why a designer should work with an integrator, and that's why they should work with them early.
So then the second big question we get are, what are the first steps they can take to working with and finding the integrator?
Yeah, that is a great question. As I mentioned earlier, you can go to control4.com and find one near you, search your zip code. And as Jeff mentioned, we recommend checking out one of our certified showrooms. They're all around the world. You can go and find one. And what you can do is go in and see the technology functioning for yourself. Have a conversation with a smart home pro, have try the technology, bring your clients in and see what they're interested in. And all of that is done in a I guess you can say non-pressured environment, because you're just kind of checking it out and learning about it and creating that partnership. Because that's what I want everyone to understand, is these are partners to be on your team. Your design team, this is a member of that team. This isn't somebody who comes in and pushes a sales. They want to create a great experience for your clients as well.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Jeff and Dannielle, for enlightening our design industry on everything about smart lighting.
Thank you so much.
All right, great. Have a good rest of your day.